So we on both Twitch and we're both on.
Yo, look like you got something to drink, nigga.
Oh, I got you. I got you. I got you.
Pause. Where I don't want to say nothing crazy on Twitch because them niggas be tweaking. Mess around and get shadow being on Twitch first episode.
All right. Hello.
Yo, yo. Hello. Yo, yo. Hello. Yo, yo.
All right. We live, by the way.
Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Titus Peoples. This is Sweat the Critique, you know, where we talk about film, television, and everything in between, pop culture and everything in between. I'm your host, Titus Peoples. I'm new to this Twitch shit, so, you know, you won't get this shit jumping. But what y'all been up to? Y'all working? Y'all getting to it? Yeah. Oh, Titus Peoples film review, Final Destination Bloodlines. I gave it a 8 out of 10. Definitely one of the best in the franchise. Like, great kills, great stories, and last time we're gonna see Tony Todd on screen. So R.I.P. Candyman,
Mr.
aka
Bubbly.
Tony Todd. Like, you know what I mean? That's the last time we're gonna see him in a film or in life in general. R.I.P. to him. But you know, Final Destination Bloodlines. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, word? You give Final Destination an 8 out of 10?
Yeah. Yeah, Final Destination Bloodlines, 8 out of 10. Yeah, I'm talking to the Twitchers, well, whatever they call themselves.
The Twitchers?
The Tweakers, the Twitchers. Hi, guys.
It was good, Twitch.
Shout out to Bubbly, like, you know what I mean? But, like, yeah, this is what the critique, for those who don't know. Again, we talk about film, television, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm your host, Titus Peoples, and on the audio visuals,
It's your boy. It's your boy Cutter, man. Cutter Butter.
Cutter Butter, Long Measy, out on vacation.
How's your day going, man?
My day going pretty sturdy. I can't complain, man. I was in the crib writing scripts and all that. Writing, working, off work. Off work for the holidays, so like I'm just cooling. So what's up with you?
Just following this film path that I got myself into, man. Like, but I think I gotta think. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta shout out OpenAI. Actually, OpenAI is in this building.
Fire.
It's crazy. Shout out to ChatGPT, man. Listen, man. If you want a assistant, if you want
An organizer.
an organizer, if you want people to just handle certain, day to day works that you can't really do, I think ChatGPT is your best bet. Using it for free is really good, but
that 20 a month,
the 20 a month, bro, is hitting, bro. I'll be honest with you. I want to get a group of people together, like real serious people, and try to get that $200 a month. Like to be honest, I'll pay $100 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll pay $100 a month. People want to do the other 100, but yes, ChatGPT is the new wave, and um, I've always been the out of these three guys, out of the three guys, I've always been the one that wants to, what I'm saying, go, look towards the future. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been that guy. You got a lot of people here, that still thinks
you can't knock it, bro.
Still, I like looking towards the future, and I love the future right now because it's making it. And I'm playing around, but for me, like the future right now, especially for filmmaking, like I feel so, because some of these things that we have, some of these tools that we have, I feel more confident. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel more confident to go out there and spend money on equipment and spend money on certain these things because I can like whatever I want to do, I can just bring it to life. You know what I'm saying? And but what do you want to get into first?
Well, I want to get into we can talk about that first, like
You
you
talk
know what I
about
mean,
that.
because like you know what I mean, like, you started it off, like you jumped it off. Yeah, my bad.
So me and Titus, me and Titus was downstairs while we was waiting for Marshall, but I forgot that Marshall was going to be here. Again, shout out to Marshall. Um, we was talking about basically. I had a friend, and he was basically talking about like he wanted to do like this reboot for this like old TV show, and it made me. I wasn't, of course, I wasn't thinking negative. Like, I hope he gets the role and stuff like that. But I was just thinking, like, I feel like that's the problem with, and it's a small problem. It's not a big problem. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with a lot of creators today, especially like creators that I hang around with, because a lot of creators I hang around with are very older, you know, and so like they look at things, you know, and it's like I said, there's no problem with it, you know what I'm saying? But they look at things that's like completely, I feel like outdated.
In black and white.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, not black and white. No, not black and white. Because you can think. Me, it's just outdated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, especially the friend that we're talking about. He's a friend of ours.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gabagool, Gabagool. I feel like, um, what we was doing at that particular time was greater than like most shows that, and he feels like are bigger than what we was doing. You know what I'm saying? Money wise or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of these like for instance, like thinking about a sitcom in 2025 to me is fucking crazy. Like it's insane to me. You know what I'm saying? A person thinking about making a sitcom is fucking crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? That's like you're in the 70s, right? And you're thinking about making a silent film. Like, or you're thinking about making a film with Charlie fucking Chaplin uh going up 60 flights and trying and jumping. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the things doesn't really add up. You know what I'm saying? In my head. You know? And so I feel like a lot of creators now are the reason why it feels like, well, like for me it feels like a failing community because people are still thinking that we need to do these things that was being executed 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Relative what we have now, which is we have literally platforms with millions of people on there and we're not taking advantage of that. I find that a little bit off. And we're thinking about fucking Peacock. That pisses me off, bro. It pisses me off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what'd you think about it?
And I said the dinosaur. Like, you know what I mean? I said there's absolutely nothing wrong with Peacock. Like I feel that Peacock may have 1 million subscribers that people pay monthly for, and then there are shows that are on Peacock that people watch. So I feel basically it all depends on the audience you're trying to reach. Because I understand being of the time and the streaming and the platforms and stuff like that, but we also have to remember about the people who don't care about streaming and don't care about accepting content in that format and don't want to accept content in that format. I just like we all know people right
But it's
now.
like how many people like how much people is that? And when you say they don't want to accept that type of content, what do you mean by that?
I mean, not accepted because like, you don't have to accept nothing. They don't want to consume that content in that way. For example, how many ways is there to watch the news? You can watch it on your phone. 10 wins, AM. Like you could turn on the car stereo and still get the news the same way. So like I feel like we can't shit on the multiple ways of getting the same content just because a bunch of people was doing it one way and it's working.
But that's a bad example because you're saying the news. Well, are we still getting newspapers? No.
People still buy newspapers, Cutter.
Is it this, bro? How many people read from a newspaper than read on their phone or get their information from Twitter? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you're talking about a niche group of people, and niche. The word niche is associated with fewer. It's a niche audience. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're saying. So why would I care about them more than I care about the masses who are getting to in more irrelevant ways of viewing content?
And
It
the
doesn't make
problem,
sense.
and the problem with the masses is sometimes you can get lost in the masses.
Come on, bro. Stop it.
Bro,
Wait, hold on. Do you want money or do you want to be famous?
bro, I want money.
Okay, so let's just talk about money. You think that people, you think these people that's making these doing these internet platforms, you think they're not making money?
I'm not saying they're not making money. I know they're making
You think
money.
they're making more money? Do you think they're making more money than the people like someone like Coco Jones? Because you said Coco Jones got famous from the things. So you think they're making more money than someone like Coco Jones? Or they making or Coco Jones making less money?
Coco Jones is like, if I'm being completely honest, between her show and her music, I don't know what she making. But I would assume that a person like Casanat is making more bread than her.
Let's forget about Costa because Costa is let's say someone like Asian. Asian just said that he made 321 million. He averaged 20,000 concurrent viewers, like 16 to 20. He made $320 million off of Twitch. I think off of Twitch alone. Do you think people that's getting into something like let's say like a reboot or something, you think they're making that type of money?
No, but like again, it all depends on what niggas want to make. Like, bro, I'll tell you this right now. If I'm making money, if still in the M's, okay, a nigga making 300,000, cool, nigga. I made 2.5 off of my little rinky dink show on HBO, nigga.
But who's making that much money off a little rinky dink sitcom, bro? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I asked you if a young director, if a young filmmaker came to you and said to you, listen, I want to make film. What should I do? Should I try to go for Peacock or should I just go and make films on YouTube, a free platform that you can go on, and you can potentially grow a following off that
again,
for
you use
free.
the word potentially. When Peacock call you, they got money on the table already.
But you're talking about someone who's already hot. That's why I'm asking you. A person. That's what I was trying to tell. That's what I'm trying to tell Erwin downstairs. He's talking about they're giving you money, not in the beginning. You know that.
I mean, nah, wait, hold on. If Peacock call you, they got money. I'm guaranteed, bro. Like you know.
No, that's why I asked you, a young and upcoming director, a filmmaker, who want to get into film. I said, get into film, meaning they don't have no connections. I'm asking you, what would you tell them to do?
Oh yeah, like make your short films, put them on the tube.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell them try to get on Peacock
Oh nah.
or Netflix. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't tell them to try to get on there. But either way,
I think I heard the question wrong. Like, all right,
yeah.
cool.
I wouldn't tell them to do that. So, like, bro, like Castanet is not like you say you get on a level like Castanet. He's not thinking about fucking Peacock. It's irrelevant to him. Like I think he's bigger than Peacock. I think people go watch him way more than they go watch someone like Peacock.
So like, okay, so like Peacock is just okay. That's one of the low hanging fruit of the streaming platform. So you think there's more people watching content than they are watching Hulu or Netflix.
I don't know. I've heard in the past, right now, like currently, like Netflix is trash. I'm not sure if, of course, people go and watch Netflix more. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure people go watch Netflix more. But like I said, those are big platforms that you have to, you're going to have some sort of money to get on that or know someone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think thinking like that already out the gate is not good, bro. It fails a lot of dreams. Rather than you have multiple platforms, which is free, which is free, that you can go on and start your own media or whatever. It happened countless of times, bro. Like countless of fucking times. Versus you're trying to be an actor and you're trying to become a superstar from a reboot. Not saying that's our friend. I'm just saying, like, you're thinking in my head, oh, this is gonna get me a lot of people. No, it's not.
Bro, so like, but look, here's the
No,
thing.
it's
I've
not.
also like I understand what you're saying, but I also cause like the way you're packaging it is like you're basically saying, oh, become a streamer first and then become whatever you're trying to be. Not everybody wants to stream. Like I feel like there's people who genuinely just want to be actors, and then like don't a lot of people care to sit in front of a camera all day and talk all day.
No, but bro, I'm not. Hold on. Is that what you think that I'm saying?
Cause I feel
What do
like
you think I'm saying?
I feel like you saying, oh, okay, everybody should be a streamer in that, in this, in that. So like, oh, become a cook and stream your food. I'm like, some niggas just want to be fucking chefs, bro. Some niggas don't care about this streaming shit.
Well. Hold on. Chef. Being a chef is a little bit different because you don't have to stream to be a chef.
And I feel like
You
you
don't. You
don't
don't have
have
to.
to stream to be an actor or a director.
No, I'm saying you should go into the new. Bro, there are literally people who are becoming famous that are not talented. You know what I'm saying? In a sense where they are high pitched, they are talented actors. If you're an actor in this generation, you 100% should be on the internet trying to grind. Yes. You should not just be going for roles for a movie or a TV show. That is insane.
I get what you're saying, which is true, cause like that's how Shorty got her role on what's that show with the HBO show with the Knights and the Dragons and shit. The Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Yeah, one of the shorties got her role just for the mere fact she had mad Instagram followers, as opposed to the other girl who was an actress.
Okay, so you even proven my point even more, right? To get on somewhere like a Peacock or HBO, all of these things, which we know Greg Melvin, right, is one of those guys who was on doing sketches with a bunch of baddies from fucking LA, right? He was doing sketches like that. He got popular, and now he's on shows like Snowfall. He's on some of these shows. He had a concurrent role on Snowfall, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, and I'm not taking it from him. I'm not saying he's not talented, but I'm saying is that yes, you should be if you are not where you want to be at, your first thing is to think about the internet. 100%. You shouldn't think about, oh, I want to get on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot. What the like? What are you talking about? I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense, bro.
Bro,
That should. I'm not. All right. I'm not saying there's nothing. It's nothing, and there's nothing wrong with it. I love Fresh Prince. I've watched Fresh Prince before. You know what I'm saying? I love Martin. I've watched Martin before. Do I give a fuck about a Martin reboot? No, not in 2025, bro. That show was 30 years ago, Titus.
but bro,
30 years ago. Why would people care about that?
bro, because again, guys, chat to me. I'm looking at the audience. I'm looking at the whole household. Not everybody care about this streaming shit, bro.
If you're looking at the masses, and Twitch and all of these other places are more relevant, why think to yourself, okay, let me try to make content that is more relevant, not content that's more relevant, but let me try to put my content in the form where there's things that's more relevant. Right now, what's relevant right now, and it's funny, Kanye West actually said this. He said, if I was in the 1600s, I'll be Shakespeare, I'll be a playwright. But since I'm in the 2000s, right? Being a rapper is relevant. Being a rapper was gets you hot. So it make me want to make music. So that's all I'm saying. Like, if you're in the time that you're in and you're thinking about something that was 30 years ago before you was even born, why think about that when you think about relevancy now? When you think about platforms now that's way more easy to get on, way less expensive. I don't understand that.
Bro, it's some niggas' dream to get on HBO show. Bro, I can't name 10 niggas right now that wanna get on Twitch. But I know I have five friends, 3 of them female, regulars on HBO shows right now, getting paid.
And how long it took him to do that?
It ain't
Long
true.
time.
I mean, like, yo, you audition, they call you back.
Yeah, bro, but that's not. It's just saying 1 out of 3 people. You could be one out of 300. Talking about 1 out of 1,000,000 people versus 1 out of 300, 400 people that get online and make their own way for themselves and they're able to provide for themselves and make money to enact their dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I was asking Erwin, like, what do you think is more possible? Obviously, he don't understand because he's an older person. You know what I'm saying? So he may not understand how relevant and how possible it probably is to get into these fields, bro. Way more than, bro, auditioning and becoming a fucking regular or making, like, I know talented people, bro. They still haven't did it. It still haven't happened for them.
Okay.
But then they get into YouTube and blow up. They blew up in a month. In a month, bro. In a month. We had something that was original. We had something that was entertaining, and people wanted, and they flocked to it. Versus thinking about, oh, let me go and try to get into Law and Order. Bro, Law and Order is irrelevant.
I mean, y'all tell me an irrelevant show with 29 seasons.
Bro, because, hold on. Because Law and Order is a staple.
Okay.
Okay, so I asked you, right? What did I ask you?
Repeat the question for the people.
Okay, if Law and Order, if you wanted to make a Law and Order now, would you make it?
No.
Why?
Because Law and Order already on TV.
No, stop. Why would you wouldn't make it?
Because that form of show is kind of outdated.
All right, that's all I'm saying.
But it won't stop people from watching it, though.
It won't stop people from watching it, but we're not talking about some people. Like you say, you want to make money, right?
Yeah.
So you're going into a business where yours is supply and demand, basically. It's like you need to cook up some heat for people to want to be entertained. And if you're in a generation where people necessarily don't like this, we talk about it all the time. Like, the movies is dead. Movies is dead.
Yeah, movie theaters.
Watching a sitcom where you have to wait for the next episode is dead. That's dead. That's been
but look though, they don't even make TV like that no more. Everything is streaming.
Yeah, everything is streaming.
Yeah, so like, what's wrong with getting on a show like that? Where like you can audition, get the role, and on Hulu they could watch the whole season in one day. 8 episodes, 8, 9, 10 episodes right there.
And that's fine. That's to be honest with you, I don't really know about series because I don't watch series like that because I can't really speak on series. But even that, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, once the first episode is whack, I guarantee you, I think this is a fact, that people's not gonna watch the rest of the show. There's shows now.
I
I
could
feel
agree
like
with you on
there's
that.
more shows that's being one season and then than ever before. Like it's terrible how many shows bad series out right now. Terrible, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you have your little niche audience, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is right now. Like series and stuff like that are just not popping. They have the niche thing where, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, right? Insecure used to be a popping show. Insecure was a very popping show. I can't take nothing from Insecure. Um, uh, and I'm just talking about like relevant shows like after maybe 2010, right?
Yeah.
So Insecure, I think that was like 2014, right?
Yes.
2000
Yeah.
around that time, like
Around
when
that
Twitter
time.
was like really popping,
Right.
right? Because I remember that time. You have Insecure. You have what else? What else? Oh, Game of Thrones, of course. Well, Game of Thrones is the biggest, right? That's like early 2010s. I
Yeah,
mean, like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like okay. Um, yeah, I don't hear people talk about The Walking Dead anymore. That's a huge show, right?
Yeah.
How don't people talk about Walking Dead?
Nah, yeah, I ain't hearing nothing about Walking Dead.
In a long time, bro. I'm just saying, like, some of these things are just like outdated, bro. Like, some people don't necessarily look for this type of shows, like, like, um, like Ava DuVernay. She made like a limited series. Like, that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd do something like that.
Yeah.
But like shows that's like, oh, I'm gonna make like that's not even like relevant to this day. Like shows that's on for 20 seasons, that's not realistic now in 2025. You're not gonna have a show that lasts 20 seasons.
Unless you make it. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like you gotta make it. Like, you know what I mean? And if you like I was talking to my boy Chuck, shout out to my boy Chuck. My boy Chuck said something very important. If you build it and if it's good, they will come. I feel like people
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I think that's where people get it fucked up, man. Like, they're thinking about outdated concepts and they're trying to fit it in with this generation, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work, bro. Rakai had 100,000 concurrent views. This fucking walking, like just walking to whatever class or whatever. Like you have to look at that and be like, wow, like that don't get, I don't understand. Like that doesn't get you excited. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't make you like, okay, where can my like artistic input can be in this, imprint in this? You know what I'm saying? Like where does that come from, or it doesn't, or you just feel like, oh, okay, that's nothing.
I mean, like, yo, listen. Me personally, like, I understand the streaming shit. Like, I grew up in a tech savvy household. I understand this whole tech space, believe it or not, more than anybody. Because before I actually was in the film, you could ask any of my cousins. I actually went to school for computers.
Mm.
So I know this tech space. But it's not that I don't think about ways to intertwine my creativity with the times and stuff like that. Cause I feel like if you get your show on a Hulu or a Netflix, you are of the time. It's not coming on channel 5 where my motherfucker gotta wait 8 o'clock on a Monday to watch your shit. They can just go right there. They can watch it on the phone and stuff like that. So like, I feel like you can't really knock the generation before just because everybody else is doing this, because everybody else is still watching Hulu and Netflix.
You keep saying everybody else. You keep saying that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like you're saying something. Well, people are watching it. Well, how many people?
Again, how
Are
many people
people are getting more entertained on internet platforms? Why don't we look at these internet platforms and be like, okay, let me think. You know what I'm saying? Like
I get what you're saying, but then
let me
again,
get into that.
let's look at who's consuming this content as well. Because again, yes, there's a lot of children, teenagers, young adults consuming the content and stuff like that. Go out there and ask a 45-year-old person in the street who the fuck Casa Net is if they don't have kids. They don't know.
I doubt that.
All right.
Castanet is a huge. Castanet, I think, was he a part of like some award show, like BET or something like that?
No.
He wasn't.
No.
Maybe I'm wrong, but he was a part of some type of award show. Yeah, he was in the red carpet introducing the people. 2 Chainz just went on Black Boy Max's stream.
Black Boy Max is a rap artist as well. Signed to QC. Just recently signed
So
to
what? So what, bro? He does streaming. He streams on his platform and he makes music while he's streaming.
QC. Okay. Like,
Bro, I'm just saying I'm just saying, bro. I'm saying like if you are a rapper, right? If you are a person who really want to get into this thing and you see this whole fucking generation brewing of up and coming people who are getting on just by the streaming their what they want to do, why not be a part of that? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like if you like just think about it, right? Like you're saying all of this, right? But then when it really happens, like for instance, right? Me and my friend, I don't want to say his name, but we went viral, right?
yeah.
And if we would have, you said it yourself today. You said if he would have kept on, what would have happened? He probably would have been
Yeah, he would
in the
have.
thing.
Oh, he would have definitely.
Okay, so that's all I'm saying, bro. You're not gonna say that to his other roles that he had, right?
Nah, because his other roles were for like Hulu or not Netflix or whatever, like SVU and all that other shit. Like, you know what I mean? Which is cool.
Which is irrelevant. Those are irrelevant shows. Those are not in the times, bro.
Bro.
These are irrelevant fucking shows, Titus.
Bro, but
These
he still
shows
got
are
paid,
not
though.
popping anymore.
He still got paid, bro. Like,
He got paid. That's great, bro. That's kudos to him. Get your paper. I'm just saying to you is that you also just can't come in here blindly and it's like, oh, my dreams is this. I feel like a lot of people they get it fucked up. Like you have to keep up with the time. You can't just sit here and just say to yourself, like, oh, okay, I ain't gonna do this because fuck this. I want to be on. I had dreams when I was a kid. I want to be on Moesha, so I want to make a show like Moesha. It's ridiculous. That don't make sense,
bro.
It don't make sense, bro. Like you have to keep up with the times. Like
no,
that
but look though. I'm gonna tell you. I agree with what you're saying, but I also, it's just like this. You remember that time when niggas thought everybody was going to move? Everybody who was making hip hop music at the time, niggas making their mixtape. Do you know how many people moved down to ATL trying to get features from Lil Baby and Thugger and all that shit, thinking that they was going to run into Jermaine Dupri and that nigga was going to change their life? There was a time where every nigga, if you made music, you moved down to Atlanta. And guess what happened? A billion niggas moved down to Atlanta, and guess what? Damn that, all of them got lost in the sauce.
Okay, first of all, you're talking about something that's 20. So you're talking about a completely different business, right? Not in the sense of music, but in the sense of business, how the business worked, right? You look at someone like Future, he was with Dungeon Family.
Yeah.
So most of those people in Dungeon Family was popping already. It was already popping. You had Outkast. You had what's that nigga name? The nigga that got
CeeLo Green.
CeeLo. You had all of them niggas, right? All of them niggas. He was a part of that. Even with Lil Yachty. You come to find, I'm thinking he's organic. Come to find out his father is like a big time Atlantic producer, A&R or something like that.
Bro, yeah, you're like some kind of executive type.
Yes. You look at Ruby Rose, her parents is rich. You look at all of these people. I don't know about what's the nigga name? Cardi?
Oh, Playboy Cardi?
Yeah, Playboy Cardi. I don't know really about him. I don't know about him. I know he got mentioned with like Ian Connor, and then Ian Connor introduced him to like ASAP and stuff like that. That's where I know him from. But yeah, if you're just blindly just going into a thing, but this is the thing, that's not, you don't have to do that anymore. You can create a community within your own ecosystem and then it can eventually attract bigger people in that ecosystem or in other ecosystems that see your potential.
But look though, okay.
That's a way better situation than saying to myself, like, yo, I'm gonna go and try to audition for a bunch of roles. And you're not even auditioning for the bunch of roles. You're auditioning for roles that you think, oh, I'm gonna get big doing Law and Order. That don't make no sense, bro. That is a niche audience right now in 2025. That's a niche audience. People are not looking, or even like the Wu-Tang thing. Like the Wu-Tang thing is a niche audience, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not shout out to Wu-Tang. I love Wu-Tang, but they're not as popular as it was 30 years ago. To the point where Cassinet right now, 30 years ago, he might not be the same Cassinet. So getting with Cassinet 30 years ago is not going to be the same with getting Cassinet right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. So that's what I'm just saying. You just have to keep up with the time, man, bro.
Oh,
You know what
no,
I'm saying?
like, yo, listen,
Like, you gotta keep up with what you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of artists, especially in New York, bro, a lot of artists, like, they just think like this old school way of thinking, and they're missing their blessings. Like, I feel like they're missing their blessings, bro. Because a person can look at you on YouTube and then like you're able to get out your ideas even more because it's free. You don't have to worry about going to executives or going to, you know what I'm saying, like these shows. Like a lot of these shows, they have like 10, 15 writers in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just think about this, the concept of making a sitcom is just like, nah, why would I think about that as a why would I think about that as like as a thing? I think, to be honest with you, SUV knows that they think. That's why they get a lot of like little people. No offense to anybody who been in SUV, they get a lot of little people because it's just not the same. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't like on Law and Order now. 20 years ago, you seen some famous people on Law and Order. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see some famous people who got like some bull. You don't see that on Law and Order anymore. You don't see like, Rihanna is going to be a thing on Law and Order. You don't see that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like I'm just saying, bro. Like, I feel like you got to think about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Before you just get into this, because you're gonna find yourself. I feel like you're gonna find yourself getting into a frenzy where like you're failing, and it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing what I want to do. Why is it not? You know what I'm saying? Because you're looking into I feel like you're going into a wrong direction already. Like you're about to get into a car crash already. If you're just dismissing what's in the now, what people are looking at now. You know what I'm saying? You're missing like 60% of the fucking internet if you're not thinking about children, and if you're not thinking about young adults and women. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you're already done. Me personally, I feel like you're already done. And
I feel like it's a hit and miss on both, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest.
Because look at Issa Rae. Where she started from?
She started on YouTube.
Okay, where did Charles Gambino started from?
Childish Gambino.
YouTube. Yep, Darius Comedy. When he was in NYU, he did Darius Comedy. He started on YouTube. He was doing sketches on YouTube, and he got big. And someone picked up their movie. It was like their characters on YouTube or whatever. They picked up and made a movie. And that was 20 years ago. That was 20 years ago. I'm just saying like people just miss, like, you see this new thing that's going on, and you're like, damn, oh fuck that. I'm gonna make this sitcom. Like, you know, I don't think that makes sense, bro. I don't think it makes sense to me. I don't know.
Now, again, like I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but I also agree that like the typical dinosaur way also works too. Okay, it may not be as popular to what's going on now, because like I don't like, and that's the thing though. I don't care to do what everybody else is doing. Like, you know what I mean?
So I'm just saying, like, why are you looking at it that way?
Because listen, I came in here to be a screenwriter. I went to film school. I didn't go to Streamers University,
Yo,
bro.
bro, you're missing out on opportunity and money. You saying you want to get money, but you're missing out on opportunities that can get you money with maybe potentially without even spending a lot of money to do it.
I get that.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I get that. But like, let's be honest also. We also got to counter in the factor that just because you streaming don't mean you're going to make money.
You're not going to make millions of dollars, no, but you could potentially make enough money to in that thing. Once you start making money, once you start making like $100 a month, right? You can that would definitely give you some confidence to be like, okay, I'm not going to stop this because it can grow. Trust me, I've been through it. Trust me, bro. I was like, yo, I'm determined to get that 100,000 subscribers, to get that 200,000 subscribers, to get into different communities, the thing. I was thinking on that wavelength. I wasn't thinking like, this is gonna, I was thinking like potentially making a lot of money. But if I made $5,000 a month, that's good money.
Yeah, it is. Hell yeah.
Extra $5,000 fucking a month, guys, that's good money. And you can take that and be like, okay, let me do this. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yo,
like
again,
for me, that makes more sense than just thinking like, oh, let me think like my old Hollywood. Like, Hollywood is dead, bro. It's done. It's dead. And you know it. You know it's dead. You know it's dead, bro. Hollywood is dead. There is no Hollywood, bro.
I think the name is dead. Like,
no. Hollywood is dead, bro. It's dead. That traditional way of being like a famous person, like someone like Denzel Washington, is dead. It's dead, bro. Or Will Smith is dead.
So, like, you don't think that we'll have any more action stars or big actors anymore and stuff like that coming from like that way of making film? So, like,
I don't think so. No, I think most of the time now, there's of course there's big names. I'm not saying there's no superstars. I'd be stupid to say that. But as far as like generation, like you went to go see Will Smith because you wanted to see Will Smith. You went to go see Denzel Washington. Until this day, you want to go see Denzel Washington because of Denzel Washington.
Absolutely.
In this day and age, that's not what it is right now. Like people go to movies to be in a different world, to be like the brand, like Marvel. Like Marvel is like
a brand.
Yeah, Marvel don't need superstars. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest money maker right now is Marvel. Marvel don't need superstars. You know what I'm saying? You look at franchises like even like Mad Max, which was not a bad movie, but it did poorly. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you had like you didn't have a huge superstar in it, but it still did poorly. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like that, again, like that way of thinking, like, oh, you need like this big thing. Like, nah. Like, look what happened to Something Strange About the Johnsons. It's an internet classic now.
My boy Ari Aster.
Yeah, it's an internet classic. Like, look how he got on. Like, he failed. He didn't do good in
film school. I don't think.
Not just in film school. That movie was put into the one of the film festivals, and I think it did poorly. Had a poorly thing, and then when he put it on the internet, it went viral.
For all the
it went viral, bro.
Word.
Like it went super viral. So it's like I don't know. I just look at it in a way like if you're like an established artist, you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I just feel like, and I'm just talking about if you don't understand, if nobody understand what I'm saying, I'm just talking about like up and coming. I'm just talking about people who are now, you know what I'm saying? I look at you as, not saying you haven't did it in a long time, but I look at you as like you're now getting recognition and getting somewhere, and you have people that like your ecosystem. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, to be honest with you, if you was in the internet, you'd be way bigger. Like, if you really took what we doing right now, like, to the max, like, you'd be way bigger, bro. I guarantee you. It's like, it's not, and it's funny because I tell this to, because most of my friends are creators. Like, most of my friends are people with actors or directors or filmmakers. I tell them this all the time. Niggas don't listen to me. Niggas don't listen to me. But I tell them this all the time. Like, bro, you have to get into the internet. You have to get on some of these platforms. There's no way you're gonna be like like really successful unless you get on these platforms. There's no way, bro.
At least get on one. TikTok, anyone, one of
Something.
them.
That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. These platforms are way bigger than when you talking about like a Peacock or a Hulu or anything. Like, TikTok is number one. TikTok
X,
is
excuse
very
us.
easy.
X.
X, I don't know about X. X is done right now. X is done. I wouldn't put any content on X. Not because of his political views or what he did. Like, X is like, when it comes to, like, just look at Sneeko. Like, he makes nothing on X.
Yeah.
He makes absolutely nothing on X. I wouldn't put my content on X because it's a waste of time. And you're giving your content to like a bad person. But yeah, that's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. I just think like you waste a lot of years, and that's what I was doing. Like, I was just wasting a lot of years trying to, create like this. Oh, I'm going to be like the biggest. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make short films and put it into film festivals and all of these things, all these old concepts, and it's irrelevant, bro. It's irrelevant now. All that shit is irrelevant. All of it. All of it is irrelevant. If you want to grow fast, you have to get on these platforms, bro. You have to get on these platforms, bro. That's if you want to be. That's if you want to grow fast and build a foundation for yourself, for your company, your media company, whatever. Like, you have to.
You right.
Yo, bro, Scott.
Shout out to them niggas, man. Shout out to all my niggas still doing auditions and tapings and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, listen, because I know some of y'all gonna be watching this. Y'all gonna go delete y'all tapings and shit.
Nah, I'm not saying to delete your tapings. I'm just saying to have this a wider spectrum of what you want to, like, if you really if you're really trying to really be successful in this, one of the I feel like one of the 5 pillars of becoming successful is know what's in the now, bro. You have to at least know what's in the now. At least study what's going on. I study Castanet. I think he's a fucking, the way what he's doing, what he did is fucking genius, bro. It's absolute genius, bro. Even when like he does he does things on such a large scale of just like of beyond streaming, like he's creating worlds. You know what I'm saying? And now I feel like after this, it's gonna get even bigger. Like he's a real like he real figured out this like new wave of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Not saying nobody was doing this before him, but like he has, as far as like streaming, on lockdown. Like, no, I don't think a lot of people was thinking about doing the shit that he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And I look at that. There's no way you look at that. You look at the streaming universe, all these things, and be like, nah, fuck that. I don't know. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? I just can't understand that. I can't understand that. That's like you seeing, oh, there's a streaming service? Nah, I'm gonna go still sell my mixtapes in the back of the trunk. And that piff, you got that piff right there, and it's blowing up. Yeah. Niggas is blowing up from that. Niggas is blowing up from that piff. You're like, nah, I'm gonna go out in the streets and do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hustle with the people. I'm gonna be with the people. Come on, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Listen. I look at it like this. I understand what Cutter said, grow quick, get paid and stuff like that. bro, as long as you getting paid from both, it don't even matter how you getting it, bro. Like that's my whole stand on it. Cool, there's niggas that want to take the traditional route and stuff like that. As long as you figure it out and don't take too long and get paid. Now, if you want to do this internet shit, build community and get paid, keywords in both situations, get paid.
Nah, traditional route is not going to get you paid. Because a lot of things in a traditional route is gone. They don't do it anymore. We're living in Titus, we're living in a non-traditional world. Everything is non-traditional.
Everything. Even fucking relationships.
Everything is not so for you to even say that is crazy. And you know this. I don't understand. Like you know what's going on, but it's like, fuck that. I want to do this. That's crazy, bro.
Nah, but look, here's my thing. Like, you know, I talk my shit, but if I didn't believe in the streaming shit and all that stuff, I wouldn't be sitting here. So it's clear evidence I do have an idea of what's going on. Or
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have to win discussion strikes and stuff like that. And that way I did discussion strikes worked for me at the time.
Yeah, I didn't tell you to do fucking YouTube. You was doing YouTube already.
Yeah, exactly.
Before I even was in the picture. So it's like, it's not I was telling you to do something. I'm just saying that you was already doing it. So I don't understand your position now because you was already doing it. You was just doing it for fucking peanuts, like just to do it, or you was doing it because you knew that this is the new. And for me, and the smart thing to do, right, is to build a media company and have that foundation to make your films because it's quick content, especially if you edit it right, if you have like the right editing format or whatever for people to be more in this is your content, you can do that.
Yeah.
And that lays the foundation to do whatever you want to do.
Word. And I'm gonna tell you something off camera, like, you know what I mean? Cause like I'm gonna tell you something off camera. Like it's very, very much so in the now. Like, you know what I mean? No, it's actually gonna be the future of this shit, bro. Cause like the way I've been in these Zoom meetings, I've been on these phone calls, the way we about to consume content is going to change again.
That's great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just saying right now, if you're looking at Castanet and you want to be an actor, and you're looking at what he's doing, and you're saying to yourself, nah, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I think it's pretty stupid. Me personally, I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid to look at it that. I think what I got from that is like this is the new, this is what people is consuming right now. It had over, especially when he gets on, it's like over 1 million people watching it. Bro, what the hell, bro? Like it's like you got hundreds and thousands of people watching this for 4 days straight. It's just like for you to say, nah, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Well, Cutter, like, yo, Cutter, you might just be the person who see the curve. Yo, like God bless the dead. Like my grandmother had a saying, sometimes you gotta see the pothole in the road before the car. You clearly see the pothole in the road. So like, bro, you gotta be the motherfucker to be like, you gotta be the one to get super lit and then spin off on us. Like, told you niggas. Told you niggas. Cause that's how it be sometimes. You know what it is? And I'm just gonna talk about black people right now. Black people don't believe nothing until they see one person do it, bro.
Well, they see Castanet do it. It don't have to be me.
No. It gotta be a person in the group. Cause like I'll tell you exactly what black people do. Oh yeah, we'll get together. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this. I bet I'll call you. But if one person like you keep the attitude up and actually do it, then the views start getting up and you start getting lit and stuff like that. And then once people start seeing it, bro, I'll give you a perfect example. I'm not even gonna talk about you. Let's talk about my film career for a second. I was alone in my film career. Like, I'm not gonna say that I didn't have my family that supported me and stuff like that, or what they didn't support me, but they was just like very traditional. Oh, you go to college, you become an MTA worker, you go work for Con Ed or whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. I wanted, and then it took a while. But as they gradually start seeing shit, then it was like, oh nah, he's really actually making this shit happen. So like, I feel like with you and your passion about being in this tech space the way you see in the future, you won't have to be the one in the group to spearhead that. And then I guarantee you, everybody else is gonna be like, Cuddle was right.
It's not about being right.
Not
I'm not
like,
saying, I'm not acting I'm like, that's the thing, is like, it's not for me to think. It's already happening. It's already happening.
nah, but look though, I understand that it's already happening. But
So I
look,
didn't create nothing. It's already happening, and I'm saying, if you're not a actor or a filmmaker and looking at this right here and saying to yourself, damn, this is like very inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do to put my imprint in this? Then I feel like you're in a sad this outdated way of thinking. Like, you're not looking at what's in the now right now and saying to yourself, like, listen, I need to get a part of this, because this is what's happening. This is how I get my whatever, is I get my what, 500, 5,000, 500, 500,000, whatever viewers or fans, and really attack this thing. Then there's something there. For me, it seems like you don't want it. Sound like you don't want it.
mm,
Because if you're not, if you wanted it, then you would do what's possible for you in order to get to a higher level in your career. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would do that. You wouldn't say to yourself like, oh, let me ignore this and just focus on this because I feel like this is big, where you may not even know what's big. You know what I'm saying? You may not even know what's popping right now. If you say a Law and Order is popping, there's something wrong, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something wrong there. If you're saying Law and Order is popping, then what Kai and all these other streamers got going on, then there's something wrong there, bro. That's me. I'm just saying, bro. There's just something wrong there. It's like, bro, like, come on, bro. You gonna tell my 30-year-old show is popping? It's not popping, bro. It's not popping. It's popping to a niche, nostalgic black group of people who missed those shows and missed that time. But it's not popping now. No one gives a fuck about uh 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 Fresh Prince of Bel-Air now. Like, no one gives a fuck about Different World. Different World was 40 years ago, bro. You see Kadeem Hardison now? That nigga's a fucking blowfish, bro. That nigga old as fuck, bro. Like, come on, bro. I don't know. I'm just saying, bro. I'm sorry, Steve Hardison. I don't mean to throw a shot. I threw
yeah,
a
like you
shot at
just
that
boom that nigga in the head. Like, you just
I'm so
shot my
sorry,
nigga
Kadeem
Kadeem in the
Hardison, man.
head.
If you see this, I apologize, bro. I'm just saying, like, this, like, it's just crazy to me. It's a crazy way of thinking. This nigga talk about Peacock, bro. Peacock is a free thing. You watch old movies. You watch old shows, right? You watch.
No, like yo, there's new shows on Peacock, bro.
Name one new show that you like on Peacock.
Bro, I haven't watched Peacock in a minute, but I got my subscription. Cause I've been busy writing these scripts, nigga. Like, I ain't got no time for
Bro, you
TV,
crazy,
nigga.
bro. You
Like,
watch YouTube.
I watch YouTube.
You watch YouTube now.
I watch our show, nigga.
You watch YouTube.
I watch television, nigga.
You watch YouTube. You watch YouTube. You watch YouTube because YouTube is way more convenient than sitting down watching a sitcom. That's what I'm saying is irrelevant.
I mean, unless you find a way to put the sitcom on YouTube, that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yes, it is. 'Cause that's old too. That's an old thing to do too. No one does series on YouTube anymore. That's not a thing.
Man, I just feel like there's more than one ways to consume content, and then like as long as you getting the content, that's all that matters, bro.
Yeah, but what if you not? Like most people are probably not doing that. Like most people are not probably. Most people probably thinking like, oh, I need to be, or I need to have money, or I need to do this in order to make it into that business. And I'm saying there's different alternative routes that is free that you can do and potentially grow a following to then move on to that business. And it's like hundreds of like millions of examples of that where people have did this first and then people saw them, either like saw their potential or whatever, like invested in them, or um they just uh was able to get a following and to get the money to do a insecure. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, bro.
Shout out to the new niggas, man. Shout out to the old niggas too, bro, because old niggas is getting it, young niggas is getting it. Bro, as long as you getting it, man, that's all that matters, bro. Like,
I'm just saying,
okay,
bro.
okay, the way you get paid and the way your checks come in may be different. But like, bro,
Yo,
so,
DJ Academics making a lot of money to a lot of rappers, bro.
oh
These
nah,
rappers ain't getting it.
most
Like,
definitely.
yo,
Like
these
we
rappers, the rappers are becoming the streamers now. Like streaming is like the new age thing of being like relevant now. Like it's like that's the new age thing. Like they're becoming more relevant than the rappers. Like you have rappers, known rappers, is coming on their stream.
yeah, to promote their album and shit and do all that
Yeah.
other shit.
You had Kanye West begging Casa not to come on his shit. That's crazy, bro.
And my whole thing is this: I don't know why Ye don't need no platform. He's fucking Ye.
Yeah, he definitely needs a platform. You can see it now. He's becoming less irrelevant. He's not. Come on, bro. He's not as big as he was.
Okay, like
You know what I'm
I'm not
saying? Like he
about to
wasn't big.
compare
You know, yeah, he
Ye
wasn't.
to Kanye
Yeah,
West.
yeah. He's
We're
not.
not
He's
gonna.
not. Come on. It's obvious he's not as big as he was even 10 years ago, bro.
Word.
It's obvious he's not as big. You think 10 years ago, no, 13 years ago, no, 12 years ago, he couldn't get a legit like his own way into the shoe business, into the clothing business. What do you think about now? I don't even think he get a Skechers deal, my nigga. He can't even get a fucking. He can't even get a fucking like Macy's
Vans,
deal.
word, yeah.
Vans.
Yeah, my son
Let
fried
alone,
this
you know
shit.
what I'm saying? He fraud now. Like,
Nah, but yeah, like if you need some shirts designed, you know, man, like you know, Ultimate Pets got the graphic design sheet on lock too, bro. I'll fuck with Ye on some shirts. You bugging. Nah, but like, yo, listen, I understand what Cut is saying. I understand what Cut is saying. I definitely do. But I'm also not knocking anybody else that's doing. Yo, listen, there's more than one way to get home. There's more than one way. Like, okay, you could take that road, go down that block, and stuff like that. Whatever gets you home quicker or whatever works for you, do it, bro.
I just feel like you're not understanding what I'm saying though.
Oh no, I definitely understand
Because
what
I'm
you're saying.
saying I'm not saying that there's not multiple ways. I'm saying if you really want to do this, and I feel like you need to consume the now. You need to embrace the now. What's going on? I feel like if you don't do that, then you're putting yourself in a bad situation because all you're thinking about is old concepts that requires a lot of money, especially nowadays. Like things that's you know what I'm saying. Like in our field, $2,000 is nothing.
No, yeah, that shit nothing.
$2,000 is nothing. $10,000 is nothing. $30,000 is nothing. $500,000 is nothing. $3 million is a small budget, right? You don't have $3 million.
No.
I for damn sure don't got $3 million. So that's why I'm saying like you're trying to you have to we're thinking like okay we have to climb up to this okay we have to think about this where we have platforms where we can do our own promoting, our own everything. Just gotta figure it out. You gotta be creative for free. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, Cutter. Shout out to the young niggas, man.
Yo, bro, this guy.
Shout out to the young niggas. All you streaming ass niggas. All
Yo,
you
man,
Twitch ass
yo, man.
niggas.
Titus, man. He one ear out the other. He's like, fuck all this, man. Like, fuck this, man.
Nah, bro, like, yo, listen, if I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't be sitting here, bro. I wouldn't be streaming on Twitch right now. I'm on Twitch right now.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't not, you know what I mean? I'm on Twitch with 0 views right now, probably, like, you know what I mean? But a nigga on Twitch right now. I'm like, we just now getting hip to the Twitch shit.
But we have created, growing multiple platforms. We went from 0 to 60. 0, we went from 115 to 300 subscribers.
Yeah. Oh,
Went
no.
from 0 to 60 on TikTok. Like, it's like, bro, like,
Yeah,
that's
shit growing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I feel like anything take time, bro. Like, anything take time. But yes, the internet can get you there quicker.
Absolutely. Way quicker than what they try to audition for fucking special victim unit, bro. Like
Again,
way quicker.
but we not knocking the niggas that's auditioning.
No, I am. I'm definitely knocking y'all. Because a lot of people like that is thinking like fuck this shit. This is not more relevant than, as I've spoken to people, bro. I've spoken to people about this. They think Law and Order is more relevant than what's going on YouTube.
And again, like I told you downstairs, I think it all depends on that audience too, bro.
It don't depend on the audience. It depends on how many people watching it.
The audience, who's watching it?
Billions of people watching YouTube. Is billions of people watching Law and Order?
Bro, millions of people are watching. It don't gotta be billions, bro. Like, bro, Law and Order,
you
bro.
You think millions of people is watching Law and Order?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Because if it wasn't Dick Wolf Paws, he would have canceled that shit a long time ago.
No, he didn't cancel it a long time. They made boogles amount of money for that show.
And then
that
it's a syndication and all that, bro. Like everybody eating.
You know what's you know how you thinking right now? Perfect example. Charlemagne thought that the Breakfast Club was bigger than Joe Rogan. He thinks the Breakfast Club, because it's syndicated in countries and in states, is bigger than Joe Rogan. He's out of his fucking mind. He's crazy. He's crazy, bro. You think that? You think? Okay, all right. We agree on something. like we agree on something, bro. Like, there's no way you think that Joe Rogan, like the Breakfast Club, is bigger than Joe Rogan right now. You're crazy. That's all I'm saying. You can't say to yourself, the Special Victims Unit, Law and Order, is bigger than anything that's going on in YouTube. No way, bro. It doesn't even compare. It don't compare, bro. These young niggas making millions of fucking dollars, bro. These niggas can buy fucking Law and Order if they want to.
Everybody get your money.
Everybody get your money, but bro, if you getting money, you know what I'm saying?
Right, that's if you getting it, bro. Like, yo, listen.
You think the people who's auditioning are making more money than like your average streamer who's getting, I don't know, 50,000 views on YouTube each video, 25,000 views?
So we're going to talk about, because when you say audition, so I think you need to change your term. You need to say like a working actor versus a streamer.
Well, I want to talk about streaming because we know streamers are getting more money than rappers.
As compared, a working actor who gets roles on a regular Now, we're not going to talk about the top 10 like the Casanas, the Duke Dennisons.
I guarantee we don't have to talk about that. I'm telling you, bro. A nigga that's averaging 50,000, 25,000, they're probably getting more money than working actors, bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I see my whole crow check stubs. I don't know, bro.
Over YouTubers?
Average. We talking about we had talking about
I'm
regular
not going.
niggas.
Don't ever tell her business, bro. Right? But what you think that average working actor is making in a month?
I mean, like, that depending on the show, like, it depends on a lot of factors too. It depends on a lot of factors. Let's be fair.
Exactly. It depends on a lot of factors compared to one factor. Compared to one factor on YouTube, a nigga like CPM or something like that, which is thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Nah, but
depends on what
look
type
though,
of content they're making.
not everybody else CPM is the same though.
Exactly.
Exactly. So like his CPM, like his YouTube check might be way different.
A YouTuber who's making content on YouTube understands that if you make content that doesn't involve a lot of cursing and a lot of things, you're making a lot of money. 100% you're making a lot of money. Especially if you're averaging like 25, 50,000 people, like views on a daily basis, you're making a lot of money, bro.
I will say this: the working actor, as opposed to a YouTuber, you have to grow your YouTube and stuff like that to get that. Like, you know what I mean?
You got to grow as an actor to get that.
Exactly. But look, if you get the role, you get money like this bread right there. Like, you know.
That's not all the time though, bro. Like sometimes they get it to you late. Sometimes it's a bunch of factors. They give it to you late. Sometimes
Yeah,
you
like
don't
you
get
get
the
your
money.
front end deal, you know what I mean? I know.
Sometimes you don't. Yeah. Sometimes you don't get it. Sometimes you don't even get it at all. Sometimes people gotta sue the fucking studio to get the money. Compared to a YouTuber, you're bugging out, bro. It's no way, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Dope niggas is even the lowest YouTuber, like a YouTuber. It was a dude that's in like Destiny's orbit. He's like, Destiny's like a big time. Well, he's not big time. I think he only got like 900,000 subscribers. He's big time to us, but he's not big time. Cause so he's making Bugos amount of money. Like he's damn near a millionaire, right? From making content on YouTube alone. He used to do Twitch. Twitch is a different beast. Twitch is a different beast.
Oh yeah, like them Twitch niggas running up a
dumb
bag.
Twitch niggas. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to count streamers because that'd be unfair. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about YouTube. Dumb niggas is making money, bro. Dumb niggas is making money, bro, on a large scale. Like if you really in a certain orbit and you have 5,000 views, 5,000 subscribers, and you maybe averaging like 10,000, you probably getting some bread, bro.
And then like let's not count the sponsor deals and all that other good
Exactly. I don't count that. I'm just saying, like, if you in a certain orbit, you definitely getting a lot of money. Well, not a lot of money, but you're getting money, enough money. Like it was this extremer that was in Destiny orbit. He said he made $4,000 a month. He had like 5,000 subscribers, bro. He didn't even make that much. He's like 4,000 streaming. And what I found out today is Asian was saying if you had 50 concurrent viewers, you can basically do it full time
on Twitch.
On Twitch, 50 concurrent. 50 concurrent viewers, bro.
50 niggas, just 50 niggas just watching your shit.
And like, if you can freak it, you can do it full time. Not saying that you quit your other job. I'm just saying he said you can do it full time. Depends on what you do.
Yo, shout out to my streamer niggas, man. Get your bag, bro. Shout out to my audition niggas. Shout out to the niggas who gotta go to Silver Cup Studios and all that shit, bro. Like, yo, get your bag, bro. Follow your dreams, bro. Like, but also get in this tech space. That's what Cutter's trying to say.
Bro. Get into the now. Get into the now. If you're an upcoming person that's trying to figure it out, bro, it's right there, bro. The streaming, all of that shit is the answer. Streaming to me is the modern day theater. You get a bunch of buddies together and y'all all actors and y'all want a thing. Y'all create your own content, create whatever you want to make, create your own thing. If you're talented enough and people are entertained by what you're doing, they're going to come. 100%. 100%, bro. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't be a person and be like, yo, let me just wait on Hollywood. No, bro. I can't. There's no way. There's no way. I feel like you're kind of like just it's like you're just ignoring what's happening. That's how I feel.
Don't ignore it. Don't ignore the internet, guys.
Don't ignore it.
Bro, shit. I think we might just need to save the next topic for the
Yeah.
word. Cut a butter. Where can the people find you, gang?
Oh, you can find Cut Up Butter on Instagram.
And I am Titus Peoples across the board. Titus Peoples on Instagram. And yeah, this is our first Twitch stream.
First switching, yes.
Yo, this is our first Twitch stream with 0 people watching probably, but like, shout out to that 0 because very soon that's going to turn into 100 concurrent, and then I'll be saying my Casanat shit. Thank you for the 50 gifted. You know what I mean? Thank you for the 1,000 gifted. You know what I mean? But yo,
I heard 100 gifted is $700.
yeah,
It's crazy.
bro. Until next time, peace.